For the past 2 years, we've explored the challenges of living with addiction and mental illness in Idaho. Our Finding Hope series focuses on solutions and reducing stigma.
That's right. This morning, we're taking a look at the Bronco Bold initiative. Our Steve Dent shows us why student athletes felt the program was necessary and how it's helping them stay healthy.
I think it just starts with telling your story.
Boise State wins championships. But student athletes also want to be a champion for mental health. So they took the initiative to create Bronco Bold this past fall.
So I've always grown up with anxiety, but once I got to college and playing soccer, it definitely increased. And I think that was a big notice for me. Okay, mental health is a real thing, and I want to be a part of helping other people because I know that there's people that have bigger problems out there than me.
Kennedy Paul told us the demands of soccer, school, and trying to have a social life can sometimes be overwhelming.
It's been really hard to deal with it. I've gotten on medication, I see help, and I'm just not afraid to talk about it. I want people to know that that's totally okay.
But the students aren't in this alone, and Boise State Sports Performance Health and Wellness Department has worked to provide more mental health resources to their athletes.
The very nature, the very scope of it is tremendous. And so it just so happens that in the student athlete population, it's magnified.
So the university took the approach of trying to be proactive instead of reactive. BSU brought in psychologist Stephanie Donaldson, who used to be a student athlete herself.
I would say that's probably been one of the most important hires this department has made, certainly in my time here in the past 12 years. And instantly, as soon as she was hired, the gates opened. The number of student athletes that self-refer, coaches are referring now. It's been a tremendous asset to our program.
Donaldson is also helping the students build the Bronco Bold program, which has a goal to break the mental health stigma, raise awareness, and cultivate resiliency.
I think there's a lot of tough stuff going on in life now, and I think this is something that they can latch on to that's really cool and that it's real, and I think I applaud our school. And I applaud the athletic department.
Because Boise State student athletes become role models for what they accomplish in sports. And Bronco Bold wants to help the other students and the community find hope.
Something that I've always been passionate about, and a lot of athletes are, but a lot of people are scared to speak up about it. So I think that just as a whole, we wanted to be a group that people know that we are talking about it and it's okay to talk about it. And I think that was the biggest thing for us, is just trying to break the stigma of it.
That speaks volumes to how important this is and how much they're willing to step up and say, look, it's okay to say this.
It's certainly bold, like dumping Gatorade on your coach's head. But for Kennedy Paul, that's part of her story. But so is dealing with anxiety.
I think that's what motivates people to really go out there and start to share their story as well. And eventually, we just hope that it spreads and people get help and they find help and they feel the need to go help other people.
And that's Bronco Bold. Steve Dent, 6 on your side.